Alisa and Gabrielle, who have been unlawfully. Hi, my name is Ella GEREEVA, and I'm the mother of two children from Hampstead, Alisa and Gabrielle, who have been unlawfully removed from me on 9/11/2014. This is a high-profile case, and you can find the details on our websites, HAMPSTEADcoverup.com and freethehampstead2.com. You will find the links at the bottom of this page. The Hampstead case is a criminal case, which has been blatantly and shamelessly covered up by the British authorities, and we have more than enough documented evidence to prove it. The judgment of notorious High Court Judge Anna Puffley was fraudulent and in breach of several articles of human rights. She unlawfully assumed the duties of a criminal judge and jury within a secret family court in a case concerning sadistic, satanic, ritual abuse of children and the trafficking, torture, and serial killing of countless innocent infants. A case which was never a matter for the family court. Puffley further abused her power by criminally perverting the course of justice throughout the fact-finding or fact-hiding hearing. The crucial evidence, 2.5-hour recording made by the Special Constable Jean-Clément Yahirou, was hidden away on the second day of the investigation. Puffley acknowledged this fact of concealment, yet failed to order a reinvestigation. She dismissed and ridiculed the medical findings of a respected medical specialist in child sexual abuse with 26 years of experience that conclusively confirmed the children's allegations. My children, Alisa and Gabrielle, suffer horrendous, sadistic physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual abuse in school at the hands of their father, Headmistress Kate Forsdyke, Louise Hollings, Nina Marden, and the rest of the teachers in Christchurch School. Social workers, parents, and the members of the Metropolitan Police Service. They were then further abused, damaged, and traumatized by the authorities, who removed them from the care of a loving mother and family. Alisa and Gabrielle were essentially jailed and held incommunicado for all this time since September 2014. My entire family, my parents, my son, their brother, my sister, uncle and aunts, all of whom children are very close to, have been denied contact without any court order in place. Initially, my children were taken away from me on the pretext that I wasn't capable to protect them from the abuse in school. However, once Alisa and Gabrielle were snatched, they were forced to retract, and the criminal acts were covered up. The Satanists who have my children tattoo and pierce the genitalia of the special children. I would like to remind everyone that all the children from the so-called special families, all the teachers, and a lot of the parents have devil tattoos on their private parts. Many of them have irremovable distinguishing marks, such as birthmarks, as in case of the headmistress Kate Forsdyke, with her port wine stain all over her thighs and pudenda, Galina Upson's birthmarks, and Nina Marsden mole, the size of a 5-pence piece. All this evidence has been forwarded to the police, including the children's drawings of the distinguishing marks. To this day, none of the perpetrators, including the children's biological father, Ricky Dearman, was arrested and investigated. Not a single mobile or laptop has been seized, apart from Jean-Clément's laptop with the children's testimonies. No CCTV footage acquired and watched. No property searched. On the contrary, Kate Forsdyke was invited to the strategy meeting on the 8th and 9th of September 2014, literally a few days after the first children disclosure on the 5th of September, even though she was named as one of the main abusers and a cult ringleader way before the forced retraction. In spite of the well-documented cover-up, the British authorities remain quiet. We still await the response from the Home Office and other governmental organizations. Since May 2015, at the start of campaign to release Alisa and Gabriel, we learned that the key child protection organizations are unwilling, unable to take any actions, therefore are also complicit in crime and the cover-up of that crime. For example, the NSPCC are not interested in investigating the horrendous abuse of my children, Alisa and Gabriel. Neither are they concerned with securing the safety of other children who are still being sadistically gang-raped, tortured and traumatized. The majority of these children have tattoos and some pierce rings like Courtney. For the second time, the Independent Police Complaint Commission, IPCC, has ordered the police to reinvestigate the case, with no avail. All major media outlets were served with a Defense Advisory DA notice. This is a notice sent out on questions of national security. According to dnotice.org.uk, the objective of such a notice is to prevent inadvertent public disclosure of information that would compromise UK military and intelligence operations and methods, or put at risk the safety of those involved in such operations, or lead to attacks that would damage the critical national infrastructure and or endanger lives. Is the Hampstead case associated with military and intelligence operations, as in other high-profile cases? The Jimmy Savile cover-up, the Franklin cover-up, the McMartin case, Finders? Our research shows that it is, which means all children in this country are in immediate and present danger. I had only several contacts with Alisa and Gabriel between September and December 2014. Once my children asked to go home, and we discussed writing the letter to the judge, all the contacts were immediately suspended. We don't know if Alisa and Gabriel are still suffering the torture and abuse. They were kidnapped and held by the same people who subjected them to it. We don't even know whether they are still alive. According to the fraudulent and unlawful judgment of the above-mentioned judge, all my parental rights were removed. The local authority is under no obligation to notify me of my children's health, education or well-being. I myself have had to leave the UK in order to protect my life and freedom. I was essentially framed for arrest and prevented from participation in any trial when a governmental agent, Sabine McNeill, published confidential court material online, behind my back and without my consent. On the 12th of February 2015, 10 policemen, including 2 persons with medical kits, showed up at my doorstep, threatening to force entry. Luckily, I escaped. We know that the father of the children, Ricky Damon, accused of torture, cannibalism and serial murder, was given double-time access to the children from the beginning, and according to the order from August 2015, was considered to be the main guardian and was supposed to receive the full custody of Alisa and Gabriel within 6 to 12 months from that order. In the Hampstead case, we have witnessed the illegalities of police and local authority actions. Ignorance of children's rights. Ignorance of risks to multiple children. And the abomination of justice delivered by High Court is now supported and endorsed by the BBC. My children were damaged by authorities, unlawfully removed from my care by those authorities, further abused by those authorities, who to this day hope only to arrest and prison myself for breaking family court secrecy rules via a thoroughly unlawful judgment which has judged me guilty in crimes I did not commit. The cover-up is blatant and is itself yet further evidence, which most disturbingly gives insight into just how deeply the criminally insane sadists are embedded in every British authority, and to the extent they have full control of BBC News. Because surely the BBC News team are not that stupid to miss all of the points now upheld by the IPCC. We have come up with alternative ways to make general public aware of the injustice that has been done to the children, of the criminal activity taking place in the schools, in the courts, within the police service, social services, local authorities, and the danger to all other children in the UK, with the various strategies in mind and the vast support of the public. We appeal to everyone concerned with such a horrific situation to start acting to put an end to these atrocities happening in our society and support our initiatives to free Alisa and Gabriel and all children held captive against their will. I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely and wholeheartedly express my deepest gratitude to so many people around the world who are supporting our Alisa and Gabriel, making and reposting videos, creating and running websites and blogs, writing to the authorities, disseminating leaflets, and spreading the story in every way possible. May God bless you all and keep our children free and safe. Free the HAMPSTEAD too, free Alisa and Gabriel, and all children from this evil. My name is GEREEVA.